Alright. 612. And what was the password again? Gunner. And we want to look at hate crimes. Apparently this guy's a racist. So let's check out Walker. Anything? Oh, dang it! I just clicked past something. California Authority resident. Warrants, current status none. Wants restraining order issued on your money, aka Alvin Hooper. Or you should just call him Alvin. I don't like freaking Yo Money's the stupidest name. Arrested March 6, 88. Disorderly contact, Orange Grove, California. Arrested July 22nd, 1988. Oh, that skipped by automatically. Trespassing, possession of controlled substance, trespassing. Let me see what I found again. Okay. Primary Irons for Justice. To Eric Strauss, leader of... Okay. So, we got that information. Let's, we now actually have Dennis Walker's address. Can I get this thing to the guy now?
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Awesome. And let's grab another one for the road.
You take a 3...
And let's go visit this Dennis Walker fella. Perhaps killing a policeman
You call the elevator.
on Yo Money's estate was a hate crime, though I don't know why he would be killing another policeman in the middle of a random neighborhood. It seems like hate crimes should be, you know, sort of aimed more at minorities.
You select the lobby as your destination.
And Hickman was a very white individual. I know the other police officer was killed. He had a Latino last name, so I don't know. I don't know. We need to do some more investigating to find out what is going on here. If I can... There we go. My goodness. Let's see. Where's... Oh, here. It's all the way up here. Now I'm gonna save, because I don't want to miss anything again. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Yeah?
Badge.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Are you Dennis Walker?
Yeah?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, come on in.
Alright.
Dennis, you know a man by the name of Yo Money. He has a restraining order against you. Is that
Loud
correct?
in here.
I can't hear ya!
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this place
Walker
too.
has quite a stereo setup. Looks like Aryan Brotherhood propaganda.
No kidding.
Some sort of Aryan Brotherhood flag hangs above the fireplace.
This guy has a few issues. Oh, hey, wait a minute. What are you doing, buddy? Hey! Oh, and there's a woman approaching us, and she has a knife in her hand. Freeze!
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now!
What is her problem? She's like the girlfriend or something? I don't know, but she needs to be arrested.
You have the right to remain silent. Whew! That girlfriend of Walker's is something else. Tough for being so petite.
Hell, Junior. All women are bears. Goddamn grizzlies. What if you thought that little tomato was tough? Wait till you meet Garcia's mamacita. Now that's one tough bitch. She's in giving the lieutenant an earful right now. Poor son of a bitch.
Oh, that's Mrs. Garcia. Oh, we're gonna have another stereotype, aren't we?
I am Rosa Garcia. Are you the detective investigating the death of my son?
Yes. Oh, I'm talking.
I am
Hello?
talking to you. Have you no respect for a grieving mother?
Yes, I'm Detective John Carey. Let me extend my sincere sympathy for your loss, Mrs. Garcia. I didn't know Renee personally, but
Well, I knew my son, Detective, and he was a good boy. He lived at home with me. He helped me with my errands. He went to church. I have been told by your lieutenant and the coroner that Renee's poor body was found exposed. I want the person responsible for doing this to my son caught and punished.
Yes, Mrs. Garcia, I understand.
Do you understand, Detective? Do you have a son?
Well, no.
Well, then you do not understand. Rene helped to take care of me. I have heart trouble. I cannot do heavy lifting. Rene cleaned the house. She did the laundry, cook our meals. Maybe he once in a while would go to a movie, but he did not date any of those fast-talking modern-type women. He was waiting for a good girl. He was saving himself. And for what? For some pervert to strip him, murder him. You find who did this to my son. Find who killed my son, my beautiful son.
Yikes.
I see what you mean, Hal.
Yeah, she's got one hell of a personality, huh, Junior?
She certainly is something else. Anyway, of course, after an investigation, we want to fill out the form.
You complete the report on Wendy James' arrest and attempted assault on an officer. You'll need to stand up and move.
Oh my gosh, you can't just do it.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Alright. And back to the desk.
You take a 3.1.
Yeah. And there's a memo here. What does it say? Oh, there it is. From Lieutenant Block, subject funeral of Robert Hickman, Tuesday 10 a.m. All personnel encouraged to attend. Okay. Isn't today Tuesday? I feel like we're already past 10 a.m. We've been doing a few things. Oh well, we need to
You call the elevator.
head to Hickman's house.
You select the lobby as your destination.
Can we take a drink from the water
A
fountain?
disgusting mess today. Cigarette butts and candy
Oh.
wrappers.
Sorry, that's not a drinking fountain. That's a, that's an ashtray. Do not want to take a drink out of that. Alright, so... let's see. Back to Hickman's house. Maybe for the wake.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Is
It
that even
appears
this?
no one is home at this time. Knocking seems... It appears no...
Hello, Lysandra.
Do you want to know a secret? I see a real pretty lady in the alley. I seen her when my brother was dead.
Aha!
What was this lady doing, Lysandra?
She was smoking.
Lysandra, what did this lady look like?
She was pretty. And she had pretty clothes.
What was she wearing, Lysandra?
A pretty red dress.
Think that's might be what we need here. That's what I was trying to get from her before, but you can't get it until today.
The information about the woman in red might be important if it's true. The information...
Alright.
Hi, Detective.
Hello, Sherry.
You can go on in, Detective Carey.
Okay, so I missed something here. Anyway, let's go here. After visiting Yo Money's place and before going to Walker's place, you have to stop by the morgue. Otherwise, you can't go in. So I lost some points, so I have to, yeah, do that. Hope you're, I'm gonna have to insert this. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna insert this, into, after going to, Yo Money's place. So it's gonna be weird, but I actually did this after I had to restore, and, yeah, anyway. Don't even know what I'm saying.
Hello, Detective Carey. Did you know Sam's a sailor? If he could, do you know where he'd go sailing?
Where is that?
I don't know.
The Dead Sea! Go right in, Detective.
I don't like you. Alright.
Hello, John. John, why don't you join Chester and me at the shortstop tonight? I'll buy you a cold one. You look like you could use it.
Thanks, Sam. It sounds good. I'll try and make it. Sam, what can you tell me about Garcia?
Just about anything you want to know pertaining to how he was killed. The who and the why are up to you.
Has the autopsy been performed?
Yes, it has, John. Garcia was tortured the same as Hickman. Injection marks in the upper left arm, irregular cigarette burns to the face and upper torso, missing extremities, this time toes, glued orifice, this time the mouth, and a ruptured gastrointestinal lining. Your killer is getting more brazen, John. Garcia was able to watch as he was tortured. He could not utter a sound, but he could witness his slow death.
In your opinion, Sam, what's the cause of death?
I have to believe it's poison, although there are none of the telltale signs one expects to find, such as colored sputum, vomit, or odor. We might be dealing with something we do not yet have a test for.
Was there lividity on Garcia?
Yes, once again, there was primary and secondary lividity. Primary was located on the buttocks, secondary on the upper back and shoulders. I would venture to say that Garcia was tortured and killed while sitting up, left for a while, and then moved. Your killer has transportation, John. He could strike anywhere.
Sam, what are the distinguishing physical marks?
The body had restraint marks on the wrists and ankles. I was able to lift fibers from these areas. I sent them over to SID for analysis. There were bruises behind the shoulder blades that lead me to believe Garcia's arms were tied over his head.
How about a toxicology report, Sam?
Body fluids were taken and sent to SID. They're running every poison test known to the scientific community.
The burn marks, they're consistent with a cigarette burn?
Yes. I was able to lift ash samples out of the burned skin. I sent them to SID for analysis.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam?
As with Hickman, there were fibers at restraint points. However, I found additional fibers and ash in the hair. The fibers were red, and I would venture to say the ash came from cigarettes. Both samples have been sent to SID for analysis.
Is there anything else, Sam?
Well, yes. Neither Hickman nor Garcia had food residue left in what once was their stomachs. That's rare, there's almost always residue. I might mention to you that Garcia's mother came down to claim the body and pick up any personal effects. Apparently no one had mentioned that her son was found naked. When I told her, and that consequently there were no personal effects to speak of, she went ballistic. A word of warning, John, I think she's gunning for you next.
Yikes. You know what, I'm not going to insert this where, like, the only place you should get it is, because I don't think we actually get any points for this. But it is interesting. So, yeah, if you're using this as a walkthrough, you don't actually have to come here. But it's still interesting.
You open the door and head to the lobby.
Anyway, I'll be right back. Now I need to head over to Hickman's place.
Knocking seems...
Hello, John. Won't you come in?
There we go.
It's nice of you to stop by, John. I'm sorry you missed the funeral.
Catherine, I wasn't informed about the time. I wanted to be there.
I understand, John. I know how busy you are.
Thanks for your concern, Catherine, but you don't need to worry about me. I should have called or...
Oh, no. I know how you guys work. It's your life. I understand. I was wondering how the investigation was going. Nobody would really tell me very much today. I guess they didn't want to upset me.
Well, there's good news. Bob's name has been cleared of any wrongdoing or involvement with the Washington boy's death. Bob's gun was retrieved and ballistics testing cleared it as the murder weapon. However, new evidence suggests that Bob's death is unrelated to the alley incident. It appears we might have a cop killer on our hands.
Oh, John, that's horrible. Really horrible.
Catherine, I know this is a rough time for you, but I need to ask you to think back to the night of the murder. Can you think of anything out of the ordinary happening that night? Any phone calls? Anything Bob might have said? Did he mention anyone, maybe a name you're unfamiliar with?
Bob and I had an argument. He went out, John. I don't know where he went or if he saw anyone. Thing is, he didn't take our car. I don't think anyone picked him up. I mean, we started arguing and the whole thing just blew up. He was gone before I really had a chance to understand what happened.
Can you tell me what you argued about?
We fought over his drinking. Everything was manageable until he started taking sedatives to calm down from work. The combination made him mean. He'd yell at Valerie and me for no reason. That's how he left when he went out that night. He'd been drinking and taking pills. John, I sent Bob out there to be killed. It's all my fault.
You're wrong, Catherine. It's not your fault. Someone took Bob's life, and I'm going to find that person.
John, I sent Bob out there to...
You're wrong.
Okay, that's all we can do here.
John, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm taking Valerie to my mother's. I think she and I could both use some rest. I'll call you when we get back.
Have a safe trip, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
And we just automatically go to the shop.
I'm here to tell you, the cops are dogging this investigation.
Leading at the discovery of murdered police officer Rene Garcia earlier this week is a vicious plot manufactured to discredit him and his music. Rapper Yo Money denies any relationship between the lyrics in his music and the increasing violence against the police. Officer Garcia's murder brings the toll to 2 Los Angeles police officers slain this week. Whether the LAPD is being targeted, or as Yo Money believes a group is out to discredit his music, one thing is clear. The Los Angeles police are not able to protect themselves from this rash of violence. My question is, if the LAPD can't protect themselves, how can they protect us? I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Ah, you bitch! What is she, though? Yeah, I got a safety right here.
Here's the cold one I promised you, John. Enjoy.
Jeez, this music is loud. Hold on. Why is the volume all the way back up? Oh, great. That was all like that the whole time? Ah. Alright.
A bowl of complimentary pretzels.
I want to take some of those.
You take a few pretzels.
Sam, how many autopsies do you think you've performed?
John, I have been in the autopsy business for over 13 years. There is no honest way I could tell you off the top of my head. Let's just say better than 5,000.
Yikes.
You look really nice tonight, Chester.
Are you saying that because I usually don't look nice, Carrie?
I love the way you just blur into the background.
Chester, what kind of name is that?
A last name, Carrie.
Do either of you realize that you both have gender-based last names, and that they're cross-gendered to your own sex? It's a rather pedestrian observation, I realize, but true.
Sam, sometimes it's so obvious you're Mensa.
Okay.
Chester, how come you became a cop?
Same reason as everyone else. My father was a cop. Rampart Division.
Chester, how come you became a cop?
Same reason as...
Behave yourself. You're in a public place.
I'm trying to talk to Sam.
Sam, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, John, I'm quite mesmerized with my personal computer. Did you know you can make spreadsheets, write letters, and play games on them?
Sam, how long have you and Chester known each other?
Chester and I have known each other for 5 years, Carrie. At one time, we thought there might even be a little sexual tension between the two of us. Sometimes I think there still is. Oui, ma chérie?
Sometimes I think there still is, Sam. Sam, I think you've had enough to drink.
Maybe.
Sam, have you ever dated Sherry Moore?
Someday I hope to make that girl mine, John.
If you say so.
Sam, have you ever dated Sherry...
Someday I hope to make that girl mine, John.
Gary, the mayor has requested your presence at a city council meeting first thing tomorrow. I want you out of here tonight before you have too much to drink. I need you alert and articulate tomorrow. And you, Chester, what are you doing here consuming alcoholic beverages in your uniform? I should slap you with a 181 personnel infraction. I want both you and Carrie to pick yourselves up and go home. And remember, Carrie, tomorrow, City Hall, 9 a.m.
I guess it's time to pack it in, guys. See you later.
And we are now on Wednesday.
Carrie, another body was brought in this morning. Same M.O. This time it isn't an officer. It's a female. Current status, Jane Doe. She was found in Griffith Park. The mayor and the city council want to ask you a few questions. Get up there, and remember, do not divulge anything that could harm this case.
Alright, but can we answer those questions well? Find out next time on Let's Play Police Quest 4. Thank you for watching and have a good day.